Hello and welcome to another video from Munsters Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we are looking at something very old again and now very, very collectible and highly sought after. We are looking at the 1967 release, or the 1961 TV21 TV Annual, which was released by TV21 Publishing in late 1967, and it was for the upcoming 1968 year. Okay, so this is the annual in front of us, and it says at the very top, TV Century 21 Annual, and it's got Adventures in the 21st Century. It said it is 2067. Man is master of the universe. From the sprawling capitals of the Earth, vast space liners drift across the blackness of space, linking the planets and asteroids of the Earth-space empire. It is a time of scientific advancement, of change and discovery. It is a time, too, of danger and excitement. And it says continued on back cover. And there you can see Fireball XL5 in space, Thunderbird 1 just taken off, and Stingray underwater. Okay, that's the front cover. And let's turn it over and see what we got on the back. And it says, under the oceans of the world, the deadly super sub Stingray cruises silently, pitting its lightning speed and efficiency against the evil Titans and his race of aquamphibians. In space, interceptor missiles hurtle to their target and booster rocket motors scream to full power as the mighty Fireball XL5 battles to protect space from alien control. Ever watchful, the orbiting Thunderbird 5 receives every distress signal broadcast on Earth, and her instant signals to Tracy Island send international rescue and their amazing Thunderbird machines into action. It is a race against time with death-like penalties of delay. Men of tomorrow, machines of tomorrow, adventures of tomorrow, adventures in the 21st century. Well, we're well into the 21st century now. There we are. Well, we're well into the 21st century. Anyway, okay, that's the back of the annual, and it says on here TV Century 21 Annual, which is a spline. There's some minor wear on the edges, you can see, but generally it's very, very good. Okay, let's open it up and have a look on the inside. Okay, so I've opened the annual up, and this is the first page, and you can see you've got the 0X spaceship. Again, it's another one of Gerry Anderson's. In fact, most of the items in this book are all based around Gerry Anderson's television programs. Obviously, you've probably noticed that. And 0X was another one of Gerry Anderson's series, but it didn't actually get onto the screen. The ship did. It made an appearance in Captain Scarlet and in Thunderbirds, but the TV series 0X never actually happened. But it did have a comic strip that ran through the comics back in the 60s. Original purchase price on the bottom corner here, which is 10 shillings and sixpence. And there appears to be some, if I just move that camera over so you can see that the corners, the right hand corner, there appears to be some fraying or small tearing on the corner of the pages there. I don't know what's happened there, but there we go. Let's start looking at the annual. Okay, so we come into the first page, and it says, featuring Gerry Anderson's Fireball XL5, Stingray and Thunderbirds. And you can see images from all of those TV shows on the in black and white. And it says, okay, comic strip. So you've got Thunderbirds, the Renegade Rocket, Fireball XL5, the Ghost Fleet. There's also the Munsters, 0X, Conflict on Mars, 21 Special Agent, the Killer Robots, My Favourite Martian, Catch or Kill the Monster of the Lake, Right Charlie, Stingray, Trial of Danger, Get Smart, and Thunderbirds Volcano Alert. And stories, you've got Trainer at Marineville and Special Agent Assignment Destroy USS. Features the USS Observation Tent, Countdown Invaders from Space, Specifications of a Fireflash, 21's Aptitude Test, Dateline 2067, Game, Specification of a Jungle Cat, Investigation USS, Agents Assignment Test number 48, Countdown Moon Trek, and Danger in My Business by Craig Galton. Okay, so that is the contents. And you can see all of these images were taken from either Thunderbirds, Stingray, or Fireball XL5. And they're all black and white stills from the actual television series. Okay, let's move on. So the first page, we see an image of Thunderbird 3, and then we're on to the comic strip, which says The Renegade Rocket, and it is a full colour comic strip that features Thunderbirds. And then we come down to the USS observation test, and it says Marineville headquarters of World Astronaut Security Patrol, section of World Government Security Forces, base for atomic power submarine Stingray. Location in the southwest coast of America, some miles inland from the Pacific Ocean. And it says agents test, study the photograph on the enlarged sections below, locate the enlarged sections on the main video picture. Answers on page 85. Well, 4 of these has already been done, so number 1 has been done. That's up there, I can see that. This particular one, number 2, is there. Number 3 is here. This one, well, that's number 7, I think. Yeah, number 7. And the others haven't been found, or whoever did it didn't find them, but they're basically very easy to find. Okay, Invaders from Space, which is all about, I think, UFOs and so on coming into the Earth, and what we see, what we envision to be UFOs. And then we've got another comic strip story, which is The Ghost Fleet, and this features Fireball XL5, and it's a full colour comic strip story featuring Steve Zodiac and the Fireball XL5 team. And there's the Fire Flash, which was a ship which appeared in Thunderbirds, which was transporting, I think it was, well, transporting one of the Tracy people across, and sort of transporting them somewhere. I think it was Tintin, and there was a bomb on board put on there by the Hood. Might have been later than but I can't remember. Okay, and then Traitor at Marineville, and this is a full story with colour illustrations, and it's all based on Stingray. So Troy Tempest phones on Stingray. And then we come to the Munsters, which was obviously a television series of the time, and we have a full colour comic strip here featuring Herman and the crew. Conflict on Mars, which is a 0X comic strip. As I say, 0X did appear in the comics, even though it didn't have its own television series, but it was another one of Gerry Anderson's creations. And again, that's a full colour comic strip story. 21's aptitude test, so there's lots of different things for you to do there. Some of them have been completed, as you can see. Other items, most of them haven't. I think there's only 2 there that's been done. The rest of them have not been touched. 21 Special Agent, the Killer Robots. Again, that's another one of Gerry Anderson's creations that appeared in his comics. But again, it wasn't a TV series, but it is a full colour comic strip story. Dateline 2067, New York City in Ruins. And this is obviously a Fireball XL5 story. I believe so. Or maybe it's just like a newspaper cuttings, I think, maybe. My Favourite Martian, again, which was a popular television series of the 60s. And this is obviously a full colour comic strip story. And then we come to the game. Now, all you need for this is some dice and some buttons, and you can play the game, and it's got full details of the game and the instructions there. Jungle Cat, and that's one of the, again, I think this was used in Thunderbirds. Can't remember exactly, but it is all the basis of that machine that was used on the TV. The Monster of the Lake, which is another full colour comic strip story. I think it features Agent 21. Investigation USS. That's all the top secret Century 21 vehicles and so on. and weapons and items that they use. Right Charlie, which was a cartoon, again back in the 60s, quite a popular cartoon, and it's a strip in full colour. And then we're on to Stingray, Trial of Danger. Again, this is a full colour comic strip story, featuring Troy and the crew. Agent's Assignment Test number 48, and there's lots of things for you to do, lots of questions, multiple choice answers and so on. Moon Trek, and that's information on heading off to the moon. I think this was it might have been just before the moon landing or just after the moon landing. I think it was just after, actually. And Special Agent in Assignment Destroy USS, and it is a full story with colour illustrations, you can see. Get Smart, which was also a popular television series of the time, and this is a comic strip in full colour. Okay, and then we're in Danger Is My Business, which I believe is another full story. There's answers there to some of the assignment tests as well. And Volcano Alert, which is another comic strip story which features Thunderbirds and the Traces. Thunderbird 2, Thunderbird 1 in the centre of the page there. Let me hand it away so you can see. There's an interesting image of brains up there. And I think that's the last story. That brings us to the end of the annual. This is Adventures in 21st Century. TV Century 21 Adventures in 21st Century. That's the comics that were available every Wednesday at 7 pence. Or 7D. Yeah, 7p. Published by Century 21 Limited and City Magazines Limited, 1967. Century 21 Publishing Limited. Printed and bound in England by Gerard and Sons Limited, Norwich. And there we have the Grabble Dogger from Thunderbirds. Okay, so that is the TV21 Annual. So how well do these annuals do? Well, as you know, back in the 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s, annuals were a very, very big thing. There was no satellite television, on-demand TV. So if you missed your favourite TV programmes, you missed them, or you had to wait for a rerun. So in order for you to relive those programmes, you would have the annuals, or the colouring books, or the activity books and things like that. And some toys, but mainly it was all about the books, the annuals and the activities. So they were very, very big at the time. They were all released towards the end of the previous year they were released for. So, for example, this one was released in 1967, late 67. So it would have been September, October, November time for the upcoming 68 year. And they were all released so that they were there on the shelves for Christmas, because everybody bought annuals for their kids. Every child woke up on Christmas morning with at least one annual in their Christmas stocking or the Christmas sack. So huge at the time. Annuals did so well, and there were so many of them. There used to be hundreds and hundreds of different annuals that were released for the Christmas rush back in the day. Obviously that doesn't happen now. There's still some annuals released, but very few in comparison, and obviously the numbers that are released these days are nowhere near the numbers that used to be released. But anyway, so now obviously we're talking 57 years on from when this was released. This particular annual is probably one of the hardest ones to find of the Century 21 ones. They don't come up this particular one doesn't come up very often, even on the platforms it doesn't, for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe there was less produced, or what, I really don't know, but this particular one seems to be the hardest one to find. So they don't come up that often on the platforms. Occasionally they do, but not very often. And again, you need to be careful of the condition. This one is in very good condition, apart from the edges of the pages, which have been torn through the book, but other than that, it's in very good condition with hardly any markings in it at all. And of course, this and a few others are currently available to purchase on the My Such website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage annuals and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I'm absolutely positive that you're not going to want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories. Well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this annual with me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next time.